Yo, 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 mi gente. We got King Cash, Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford. Yes, I said it. We have King Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford for the next possible matchup, and it's looking like it's gonna happen.
Toma, huepa, chacho.
VIC SZN
Pa' que sepa, puñeta.
y cabrones.
Woo! Let go! If you're new to this channel, this is where I like to cover the most latest, greatest, and exciting fight news while also elaborating my personal thoughts, perspective, opinions, so on and so forth. I also allow you guys to express yourself in the comment section so we can further elaborate on this topic. If this is the type of content that you believe you'll be into, please make sure to smash that like button on your way in and subscribe to your boy while you at it. And big shout out and welcome back to all my returning viewers. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. You already know what's up. So this just in. We have a big possibility for Terence Bud Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. Now, don't hold your breath on this, but I'm going to show you where this information came from. It came from the Porterway, from the bull Zitto, I believe that's how you say his name is. Shout out to the Porterway and the whole, the whole team over there, man. Keep doing your damn thing. Listen. Hear this out, and this is word from Las Vegas, and apparently what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but this just got leaked out. Check this out.
But what I kept hearing in Las Vegas this week from people that got good information from the Canelo camp is that the Crawford fight is a very legit possibility next. Some type of Riyadh season, PBC, joint promotion. They want to do it here. Money talks, and Turkey Al-Sheikh has a lot of it. But what?
So, you heard it there yourself. Like I said, what happens in Vegas nowadays don't stay in Vegas, especially now that the internet exists. So, it is what it is. I have a few takes on this topic, right? And I do like this fight. Do I believe it's the first best of Canelo's option? No, I don't. I believe it's second or third best. But obviously, in my opinion, as well as many of us, for the most exciting fight is pretty much Benavidez, right? For the first one. And I think Bivol and Bud is probably tied at 2. But considering that Canelo lost to Bivol, I know a lot of people would like to see him avenge that fight. And if he becomes undisputed Bivol against Beterbiev, that'd even be more impactful because then he could beat him and become undisputed during that process. But now it's looking like it might be Bud. Now this ain't final. This is just a good idea that, and a good possibility that they're already in negotiations. And I think, even though things look like they was on bad terms between Turkey and Canelo Alvarez, money could change that up real fast. And Turkey has a lot of that money, as mentioned on the Porterway with Zitto, I believe his name is. And yeah, let's see how this goes, man. I would love to see this fight. Don't get me wrong. I just know that Canelo have a few more fights under his belt right now for his career. Like he might have, I'll say maybe 3, just because I don't want to hold my breath for anything more. Maybe even 2. But let's just say 3, and I would like those 3 to be, if he's going to take Bud, I would like the rest to be Bivol and Benavidez. And I think at this point, win or lose to any of those fighters, he can make that happen because Canelo is Canelo. Win or lose, I think people would love to see him. Even if he loses against Bud Crawford, people would love to see Canelo come back just to see how he performs after a loss again. You know what I'm saying? It won't change. The Canelo effect is not going to change. He's going to remain the cash cow until he retires. Now, David Benavidez is obviously, like I mentioned, a fighter we would love to see him go against before he ends his career. At least I personally definitely do. And I believe it'll end his career in the most legendary way. He's already a legend within, what he already has accomplished within the sport. That's a fact. Not taken away from his legacy whatsoever. But, I think these 3 fights will nail in the coffin for one of the greatest careers that boxing has ever witnessed in its history. And it's just because these are the peak of these fights, and I think it's, don't wait too long, because then you'll lose a lot of credit for taking these fights at a later time, just like a lot of people discredit Mayweather for taking the Pacquiao fight hella late. And a lot of people still argue a few other fights that he took really late and didn't take these fighters at their best. Now, the only difference is that, I think Mayweather gets a little pass because he was a lot older than these fighters and damn near should have been retired, but he's still competing against some young bucks that are more stronger and powerful than him, and he makes it look easy. Canelo's low-key on that same track, but Canelo's not that old quite yet. The time that Mayweather fought Pacquiao, I believe he was 38, and Pacquiao was 36. But he was older than, Pacquiao, and a lot of people use, he fought Pacquiao when he was old already. Mayweather was older, though. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, that argument don't make so much sense. We all bleed the same. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, just like Pacquiao got knocked out, Mayweather could have got knocked out too. You know what I mean? But he didn't. So I do like this fight though. If it happens, if it does happen, I do like it. I didn't think how excited I would be if this happened until I heard this news. It's not final, but there is some type of, and even though Bud might not be this pay-per-view star, he might not be a really familiar face to the world, but he has such a strong resume that adds so much excitement and anticipation for this fight as far as competition goes. I don't think the build-up is going to be so exciting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the fight itself might not be exciting, but I think what is exciting is what the outcome will be of this fight. Who will be victorious overall. We could see a Canelo devastating knockout to Bud Crawford, and the whole community would go crazy, like, holy you know what I'm saying? We could see Bud Crawford just try to outclass Canelo to a decision, a convincing one. We don't know. In my opinion, I do believe Bud Crawford is way too small for Canelo Alvarez, and the reason why I say this is because I seen backstage Terence Bud Crawford hanging out with Caleb Plant, and wow, he looked really small next to Caleb Plant. At that, keep in mind that Caleb Plant is wearing those boxing joints, you know what I'm saying, the boxing shoes, and those they don't got platforms, you know what I'm saying? So it's like walking barefooted damn near. So it's not like he was up on a step or something, or up on a platform shoe. He was at damn near his original size next to Bud Crawford, and he still looked like he looked like he just looked like a different type of human being. His head looked bigger, his body it just looked a little crazy. And considering that Canelo KO'd Caleb Plant, it just makes me believe that Bud Crawford, I just don't see Bud Crawford winning this fight like that. You know what I'm saying? It's him daring to be great, but I understand it's also him, chasing that bag, and he deserves it. But at what cost? Is it worth your health? You know what I'm saying? As far as Canelo though, if he does take this fight, the criticism I do give him is that he complains about the David Benavidez fight and him only offering 20 pounds, but he knocked out Kovalev at that weight. So you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of confused me. At the same time, he's willing to take a fight with Bud Crawford, who's 2 divisions lower than him. So it's not being the best example of what you're preaching, just in my opinion, if it does happen. But like I said, all that goes to garbage if he takes the fight next or somewhere in his career with Benavidez, because now it's like, okay, he got Benavidez and then he got the Bivol. You know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying about that, my criticism for Canelo wouldn't make no sense. It wouldn't even matter no more once he takes those fights. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm excited to see what comes down. I'm glad I was able to update you guys. Again, it's not final, but just know that there could be a good chance, and you don't have to be so surprised when it does become final, if it does become final. Let me know in the comments, though, before I get to that. This is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the #1 source for combat news and creation.
Toma, huepa, chacho, pa que sepa, puñeta.
You know what I'm saying? Let me know in the comments, who would you have your money on, right? Do you see Canelo Alvarez winning, or do you see Bud winning? Let me know in the comment section who you got and how do you have it. Don't just say you got Canelo, but let me know how you got Canelo, by knockout, by decision. Let me know how you got Bud, by decision, knock, whatever the case is. Let me know in detail, and let's further touch up on the topic. Before you do, though, don't hesitate to drop a little something in my cash app. Don't worry, God makes sure to bless you with that cash back. While you at it, find that like button, smash that, subscribe to my channel past that. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you can bring that ass back, and that's that. Why? Cause
VIC SZN got that flavor.
you're damn right we do. Toma!